Now it's time for steps 4, 5, and 6. Now, if you haven't watched the video for steps 1, 2, and 3, I'd encourage you to go do that. All right, here we go. Let's start with step 4. Step 4 is called happy and sad. Now, since community and koinonia is so important to Eureka, we built into the lesson, into every single lesson, a time for kids to get to know each other and to build friendships. Because the closer kids feel to each other, the more trusted and the more safe that they will feel. And the more likely they will be to share ideas and to ask questions and to embrace the story. So during happy and sad, each kid gets a chance to share something from their week that made them happy. Or they can share something from their week that made them sad. It's just a chance for them to share with the group and get to know each other better and share prayer requests. And at the end of happy and sad, you'll pray together and you'll be ready for the next step. Step 5 is called explore the story. And this is where you're going to tell the Bible story to your young explorers. Now, we use 2 ways to tell the Bible story. Let's start with the first one. It's called Let's See. You're gonna play the audio of Kai telling the Bible story. And as he is telling the story, you'll have the story cards that go along with that story. And you'll be placing 1 card down at a time as he walks through the story. Now, how are you gonna know which card to play? In your leader's guide is the entire script of everything Kai is going to say. And over on the right, you can see the cards as they are going to appear for your kids. So you know which cards come next. And here's the other great part. As Kai is talking, there are audio prompts that tell you when to play a card, when to remove a card, or when to move a card. And as you follow the script, there are visual prompts right here that will also kind of give you a visual cue of when it's time to play the next card. So as Kai is talking and telling the story, you can kind of follow along right here, and so you'll know when to place each card. Now I'm gonna give you a pro tip, okay? This is a bonus. Before class, as you're getting ready, take out all the other story cards from the box so it's empty. Take only the cards that you're going to use for this story. You'll know which ones they are because they're all color-coded and they're numbered. And put only these cards in the box because this box looks like a little backpack. Now, as you're telling the story, you can pull them out of the backpack and play them for the kids, one at a time. The kids are going to become super curious of what card is going to come out of the backpack next. It's a lot of fun. So the pro tip, use your box as a little backpack. The second way that we tell the story with Eureka Junior is what we call Let's Go. Now, this storytelling method lets the kids stand up and move all around. Here's how it works. Once again, you're gonna play the audio of the story being told, but this time, Scout tells the story. And she's gonna have all the kids stand up, and as she's telling the story, she's going to be telling them things to do. Sometimes they might need to climb the mountain with her. Sometimes they might need to hold up their binoculars and look all around the room. Sometimes they might need to give a high five to a friend. Sometimes they might need to run super fast in place or freeze and not move. Sometimes they might need to curl up on the floor and be a rock. Sometimes they might need to look up high over a wall. You get the idea. Now again, just like with the Let's See storytelling method, you can tell the story yourself because the script is right here in your leader's guide. Everything that Scout says in the audio is also printed here for you. So if you want to tell the story yourself, you can do that. So everything that you see in bold is a question. So as you're telling the story, kids can respond and they can give answers and they can be even more involved in the story. So that's the Let's Go storytelling method. So each week you'll take turns doing one or the other. And that's the primary way that we explore the story in step 5. So step 6 is called What's This Say About God and Us? Now remember, we kind of simplify the 5 whats for our Eureka Junior kids. So they get the first what's that word? And then we combine the last few questions into what's this say about God and us? So once you've told the story, you're going to gather your kids back around, and if you want to play the Come Along song again to help you do that, you can certainly do that. You're gonna gather them around, and then we give you a few questions to get your kids talking about different parts of the story. Start figuring out what's going on in the story. Get them thinking about the story, who the characters are, what's happening. Get their imaginations going, and that'll prepare them to keep exploring. So that's steps 4 through 6, the very middle of our lesson. We're gonna wrap up with steps 7, 8, and 9. That's where kids get to explore even more. See you over there.